welcome to another video on the JayBee
and
Milly channel. Today we're going to be bringing you a top 10 festive video. This is going to be the top 10 collectibles that we think everyone should try and have as part of their Scooby Christmas collection. Things that, you know, stand out to us as things that certainly would be at the top of our list of things that when the festive season comes around we want to have on display. Okay, so I guess going into this, I know JayBee you like to have your criteria. For me, this is just items that I like that, you know, I think feel festive. I mean, do you have any kind of differing opinions?
Honestly, just the same. I wanted to take some degree of like affordability and availability into account, but ultimately because it's a collectibles list, it's kind of like, no, this is going to be more rare, more bespoke stuff. So I've not really got a limit. It's just, here's cool, it's Christmas, let's put it on the list.
Okay, bring it on. So I'm going to kick things off with my 5th place. I guess it's important to note this top 10 is going to consist of my top 5 and JayBee's top 5. In the rare instance that we agree, which I think here we might, you know, it may be slightly less than a top 10.
I suspect we've got the same number 1, but I don't want to give things away too prematurely.
Yeah, okay. So for me, in my 5th place is the book you've showcased on our channel already. So I guess to add a little bit more context, it's called The Holiday Hoax. And I was just really happy. It was something that I found for you on kind of one of our like unboxing surprise haul videos. And I just think it's really interesting to think there was a time when the UK got Scooby stuff like that.
Yeah, because we go into stuff now like B&M and Home Bargains, and we see like little Paw Patrol books, and I don't know what they've got, like the Impossibles or whatever, but you'd think that back then that would have been out in, you know, the Poundland or something like that. So it's kind of a shame that they've scaled that back a bit for the UK, but yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay, is your 5th place?
Okay, mine's another UK one. And I hesitated whether I should put this on the list or not, because I guess it's not really a traditional collectible. But then I thought to myself, who am I to say what is collectible and what isn't? So I will put it on the screen, obviously. But there is an amazing Scooby-Doo t-shirt that Sainsbury's are doing at the moment. And even though I wouldn't personally collect it as such, like I would wear it and I'd have it for interviews, I do know that people do frame t-shirts. Now, if you can get that signed somewhere, you can say it's a collectible. You know the amount of football t-shirts that people get signed. So I love it, and it's Christmassy as well, so there's no reason to not add that onto the list. And it's affordable as well. Even though that wasn't my criteria, it just is what it is. It's easy and it's there.
Not only that, but with it being released this year, there's a part of me that thinks it was linked to Holiday Haunt.
Oh, maybe.
It really does, and so to that end it makes it more special. I guess kind of moving on to 4th place, for me is the Christmas Scooby Funko, where it's got the Christmas hat, it's wrapped in Christmas lights. For any Funko collector that likes Scooby, or Scooby collector that likes Funko, and as we are avid collectors of both, I think it just makes sense that it's something that we especially would have to have.
I'll say this much, that's not on the top of my list, but in terms of like how it looks and what it means, if I had all the money in the world, that would be what I got all of our channel friends. So yeah, I like that.
Okay, your 4th place?
My 4th one is the Snow Ghost Chase. So recently, well, I guess it's semi-recently at this point, but the Funko shop that had those Scooby-Doo soda coolers, and one of them is the Snow Ghost, and the chase for the Snow Ghost is flocked. I absolutely loved flock things. Like, again, you can say it's not really Christmas, but it is wintry, and, you know, people consider the Snow Ghost episode to be a winter Christmas episode. So if you do know someone that collects those and they don't have the Snow Ghost Chase, Christmas is the best time to try and hunt that down. I can't find any personally in the UK, but as a lot of our audience is around that America area, like a lot of them that I'm finding is America, so...
I mean, I'm going to upset myself by saying this aloud.
Oh no.
I was on Amazon today, and you can buy the coolers new for $200.
Really? Well, you can still get the coolers and I think a bonus item on Pop Culture. So, I mean, to be fair, if you get one of them, you've pretty much got whatever chase you want in that. Say if we got one tomorrow, say if we had all the money in the world, and a Scooby-Doo chase popped out, someone will swap you a Snow Ghost Chase for a Scooby-Doo chase. So, if you can find someone, you know, trustworthy to swap with, it's not bad to get any chase, really.
No. Okay, moving on to the top 3 each here. So, for me, my third place is the Scooby Christmas salt and pepper shakers, where there's one shaker's the tree, and the other's Scooby hanging on like bone ornaments and pizza ornaments and that kind of thing. They're just so cute, like literally. I've got them to the side of me just now and I just turned to look at them and they make me feel really festive.
I might try and link this in the description down below, but even if you're not a traditional Scooby fan, there are people that just collect salt and pepper shakers. Like,
yeah, my mum knows somebody who collected them. They had a Scooby-Doo one.
ooh,
They were getting rid of their collection
I'm heartbroken
and she
already.
missed it by 2 minutes.
Ah,
Yeah, I wasn't happy.
nah, that's crazy. Because in the video that I saw, they've literally got a room like the Scooby room that we've got, except all of it is different types of salt and pepper shakers. It's incredible what people collect.
Yeah, I mean, I remember going into... There was this sandwich shop kind of in this place that I used to go with my mum. And I'm not joking you, they had like 10 shelves down from the ceiling. Just each shelf was about this deep, like half a foot deep. And like all the way around the entire like sandwich shop was these rows and rows of salt and pepper shakers.
Huh. Actually, that's actually crazy. So it's ideal for those types of collectors and Scooby collectors in general. I've got to say, I did forget about them. I'm so sad because they're not on my list, but then I'm glad to have that variety.
I'm so shocked that we're not crossing over more, but
No.
go on, your third place.
Okay, so it is the Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, the plain kind of ornament, because that to me is one of the coolest things. It was so cool I actually distressed myself a bit. So the story behind that is because Milly is an amazing person,
But I don't spend as much as JayBee.
well, she has not a trouble. I don't want to say that. Like a trouble keeping secrets. So you found it on eBay. Was it last year or last year?
I want to say it's about 2 years ago.
Oh god, that's depressing. But it was.
No, wait. It would have been last Christmas.
It was a Christmas, probably last Christmas, and she was like, "Oh my gosh!" And we were literally in our local shopping mall at the time, I think, because I think we'd come out, and that was why we missed the countdown. I don't know, but I remember being told about it outside the local game store, and you were like, "Oh my gosh! Like I found this. This is incredible. Like this is amazing," and I just fell in love with it. And I was like, "Oh, it's bidding. There's like so many hours left, but I'm gonna try and do it." And I was like, "Oh, well, why show me that? Because you might not get it." And then you didn't get it. And I think it went for like $35-$40, but obviously plus X amount of import, X amount of shipping from the US. And I was like, ah!
Yeah, it worked out to be about 80.
And we were with your parents when I eventually caved in, because I remember we were in some dingy car park. I'm giving the audience way too much information. But we were in a dingy car park where I just said, screw it. And I just bought it for like $70.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my story. But it was $70 in my heart, so I loved it.
I mean, you're not wrong. It is a fantastic ornament, which is why for me it got second place.
I don't know why I went
third.
on that tangent. Second place?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, so hey, $70, eh? You're welcome.
I'd say there's only one Scooby Christmas item that for me tops it.
Oh, okay. So what am I on now?
So what's your second?
Okay. It is the Scooby Christmas Funko.
Oh! I'm kind of shocked it's that high. 'Cause
No.
for me, it's quite a common thing. You can get them on Amazon right now.
Really? It
Yeah.
says... Well, okay, I'm maybe thinking about the sticker brand, because stickers can affect the value, can affect the availability. And our one's that lovely one. It's green and red, and it says, like, Funko exclusive.
Mm.
And, oh, I don't know, there's just something about it. The fact that I've actually become sick to death of Scooby Funkos in terms of another Scooby, a Scooby pulling a funny face, a Scooby sitting down, a Scooby drinking out of the toilet, like all types of weird Scoobies. But this one is actually significant or something. Same thing like if they announce for October next year, Scooby-Doo with a witch's hat, equally as hyped. But it's just the fact that you can get it out and it's almost part of the display. I don't know. And like I said, if I had all the money in the world, you'd have one to Dan, one to Mark Marsh, and like one to Sophie, like all the channel people that we know in the UK. We can get one to ATF, like literally anyone that we know that's Scooby in the UK. That's what I'd send. So it's incredible.
Okay, perfect. And then we're heading into our top spot. Now, I don't know if you've got any honourable mentions here. I guess for me...
Well, mine would be the salt and pepper shake, because that's a...
Okay. I guess for me, like, I think the 3D... You know, you can get those kind of like 3D Scooby-Doo DVDs that are Christmas themed.
Yeah, we showcased them on the channel. You can find that. It's incredible.
Yeah, I think they're really cool. And also, I'm getting the name of this DVD. Bear with me for a second. Scooby-Doo and the Snow Creatures. I think they're good to have as part of the collection. They're really cool things that you can just dig out on Christmas Eve, put the DVD in, and just have a nice time. So I think as far as Christmas collectibles go, they're quite important. However, for me, and I'd be really surprised if you'd not agreed with me here,
I think I will have.
The top spot is the Scooby Christmas Angel.
Yep, I've agreed. I have agreed. So
incredibly rare item. I mean, we saw not only 24 hours ago someone say Warner Brothers could solve all their financial issues if they just start selling these again. It's a much loved item.
And here's the thing about ours that means a lot to me, and it lets me know about the cycle. So I've been quite useless lately. You know, I haven't started official work yet, although I do plan to next year. I think it's going to be exciting. But in order to kind of compensate for the Christmas period, we're selling quite a lot of Pokemon cards, and every time we see one, like what was the Glacian alternate art yesterday, and I was like, oh, I don't want to sell it. But talking to the person that sold us the Scooby Christmas tree, like the angel topper, they had kind of a similar story where they were kind of moving out and whatnot, and they didn't want to part with it. But I was like, oh no, you know what I mean? It was just that cycle of things, and now that I know that from her owning the Christmas tree topper to us, I know that it's gone to a good place. And so it kind of just feeds into that cycle, like, oh yeah, maybe the kind of Glacian will go to like the best like card collector ever. You know, it's exciting. It's exciting. So I like it, and it's the cycle.
So does that mean it was your top spot as well?
Yeah, I said that. But the thing is, I don't want it to break, so I don't think it'll be on the top of our Christmas tree anytime soon.
No, the minute it's kind of stood on the table next to it.
We have a smaller Scooby tree that we were going to try, but I think it's even too big for that, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll showcase the tree nearer to Christmas.
Ooh.
And I guess you'll then be able to see how we've got the angel and things next to it as well.
Oh, see, that'll be a heck of a Christmas post. In fact, for that, I'm going to spring this on you. I kind of want to invest in a cheap Christmas tablecloth instead of the towel that's there, just for the photo. But we can look into it. But yeah, that is our top 10 Scooby-Doo Christmas collectibles. Now, of course, all of them can kind of factor into what to get someone that likes Scooby for Christmas. But we do actually have a fuller purpose video about that coming in the next few days, so do look out for that. And if you do want to hear more from us, then please like, comment, and subscribe.
JayBee and Milly.